Hello guys. So I just put my foot into the ice bag here, we'll call it. Actually no ice really formed, but hope you guys are doing well and had a good week. Obviously I recorded this just after I did the ice bag thing, but this will be a week later, not to date the content or anything. Anyways, this bag probably goes up to my calf, so hopefully it works. Yeah, so my week, sorry again about missing the vlog from the week prior, but stuff happens, so I'll just go from this past week and then we'll go continue on from there, hopefully while saving our stuff from now on. So yeah, so I guess Saturday, last week was the Saturday would have been the last workout I had done where I had gone back to doing the training. So I started off doing about half the workouts. I think the Tuesday went really well. Thursday didn't go so well. The Saturday was okay. I kind of came into it already experiencing some pain. When I woke up that morning, I think I did a half of it, maybe not even half of it. It was a very long workout, but I don't know, just didn't want to push it. So that was kind of frustrating. Then I had Saturday and Sunday off, and then I was gonna have a Tuesday off because that was Remembrance Day, and so that because I was working, I guess the next Saturday, which would be this week, I'd be working the Thursday, which normally I have off, and then the Saturday of this current week. So then I guess they just didn't want to give me too many hours or whatever, which is fine. So it was kind of rough because I'm not used to having so many days off, and especially Sunday is my day off of training, and I usually work on that day, and I think it keeps me busy because if I have a day off of training and a day off of work, I kind of am not very productive, to say the least. So Sunday was okay, it recovered fine, foot wasn't really feeling the greatest. Went to Monday, same thing, foot wasn't really feeling the greatest. I think Sunday, Monday night, I swam after work. That's what I did. I swam, and just, I think it was 40 minutes I did, just pretty much front crawl and just some kicking with a flutterboard and stuff like that, just to get the distance in without being on my foot. Tuesday came around, and it was actually Remembrance Day, so the practice was going to be shifted to Wednesday, but I wanted to do it outside and just keep the Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday thing going since I had the day off anyways. But I woke up and my foot was just feeling like crap, and I just couldn't get going, and it kind of led into this really horrible day where I was just super frustrated, and I ended up not eating. I'll admit this, I didn't eat anything that day except for breakfast. I also stayed up until like 3 or 4 in the morning, and having to go to work the next day, and yeah, it just wasn't good. Just a terrible time where I was just like stuck inside my head. I don't even think I really moved from my room or my computer for like 10 hours or something like that, so it wasn't very healthy, but sometimes it happens, and like someone told me today, you just gotta get back on track and then stay on track, and thanks to that person for saying that, because that was real helpful. So yeah, so I'm pretty exhausted, to be honest with you, today mentally, but I do have a little bit more pep in my step because Wednesday I was finally like, okay, I got my groceries done and all of that. Was still feeling super tired, and I'm not motivated, just mentally drained, I guess you can say, and got my groceries done and pretty much most of my cooking done other than the chicken because I couldn't make it to the store in time before it closed. But I decided I had to change something, and I just had to keep trying stuff with my foot because otherwise I'm just gonna let it do whatever it's been doing, which clearly hasn't been working. So I decided to make a little plan for waking up, and I did a lot of research, and that's kind of where I guess I came up with this ice bath idea, just talking to that person I told you about, and also doing a little bit of research on my own. And yeah, so basically I made a little plan, and every time I wake up, I'm going to wake up a little bit earlier than normal and basically warm up my foot, then stretch it out, and then I'm going to try as much as I can, because obviously I work in the retail area working at Cabela's, and I can't always promise that I'll be able to do it, but I'm going to try at work, just take 1 or 2 minutes every hour and just stretch out my feet to prevent that scar tissue from building up. And I've also kind of splurged, if you want to call it, to try and buy some tools to help me out a little more. So I bought these two suckers, and they look pretty crazy. I know I can't remember what they're called. I think I threw away the package. But this one's kind of, I guess, the original one. And it's got, you can see, kind of flexible tips on the end that press in, and then it goes to, actually maybe it doesn't go to solid in the middle. But the upgraded version of that is called the extra hard or extreme hard or whatever. Is basically, it has almost no bend. You can see it doesn't really bend in the tips at all. And that, I think, with the golf ball, I've saw these for a while, and I've just, was hesitant to buy them just because of the money, but I ended up buying them, just a bit of change. So yeah, the stretching, I think, I don't know if it's just maybe the time that I took off, because today is Thursday, Wednesday, I actually did a run and it was okay. Thursday, today, my foot, I woke up actually with spurting pains in my foot all night. That's a good thing, because I've never had that before, so it's either getting worse or getting better. And maybe getting better, because today I did a workout, and either because I didn't work out on Tuesday, or because it's getting a little better, I actually managed to finish the workout, and it was only the second last rep that I felt my foot kind of giving way, and then the last rep where I kind of just pushed through, but it wasn't too bad. And yeah, so that was super positive, because I had such a depressing week. But I just want to say, on top of all that, thanks to all my teammates and people around me that have super kind things to say to me, like tips, advice, even if I don't seem like it to you that I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it, and I can't stress that enough. So thanks a lot for that, guys. It means a lot. And yeah, I think there's not really much else that's new. I'm hoping that it's a good sign that I was able to do that workout today, and hopefully I can progress from there, and with the stretching and keeping on top of it, maybe it'll go away. That's all I got to say, guys. So have a good week and take care of yourselves. I'll try and take care of myself and stay on track. See you next time.